Welcome to Bookish English. This is Ariel, and today we shall talk about 3 simple steps which you can practice daily in order to improve your English speaking. Many of you who are teachers are also asking me what activities you can do in the class. These are some activities you can also do in your class to benefit your students. Please remember that you can do it on your own without the help of anybody else. If you don't have anybody to practice with, you can also do it in a group or in a pair, 2 people or more than 2 people. You can do it with your students or with any group who is interested in learning English. These 3 steps need to be practiced daily. The most important thing here is that you need to practice them daily. Then your benefit is immense. Every day you will find an improvement. You don't need to wait for a month or 2 months. You can see that you are becoming better every day. However, this practice has to be done by you. Before we go into the video, let me remind you that you should subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. You must watch the videos fully because till the last minute, I am sharing very important points. You can like the videos that teach you good English and comment on these videos. If you say, "Good morning," I feel happy, but I don't know much about your progress. So you can say "Good morning" and add 5 more sentences to it. Also, share the channel with all those who would like to learn good English. Let us now begin with the 3 steps. Let me talk to you about the first step. The first step you can do on your own, as I said, or you can do it in a pair. You can do it in a group. All of you sit together in a group and practice it. Or as a teacher, you can do it for the students by involving all the students. This improves your speaking immensely. You use a sentence like, "I like," or "I don't like." You can also use, "I hate," opposite of like, or "I dislike." So now you have 4 choices. I like, I don't like, I hate, I dislike. This is the beginning of your sentences. Or you can say, I enjoy, I don't enjoy. Now you have 6 varieties of sentences. You can also say, I want. Now, add the rest of the sentence. We can do it like a game by starting with the arrangement of the alphabet. Suppose you take A first, then B, then C, D, E, and so on, until you can make enough words with all of them. For example, I like acting. We are starting with A, so you say, I like acting. You can also say, I enjoy acting, but when it comes to I want, you can't say it like that. So you say, I want to become an actor. We are using the same word, acting, actor, but I want has changed. Now each person in the group can say one. For example, I like acting. Then the next person has to make it with B. You can say, I like baking. Baking means making cakes. If you know how to bake or want to learn, you can say, I like baking, or I enjoy baking. If you don't know how to bake, you can say, I want to learn baking. These are the structures we are using. Now, I have given you others like, I hate baking, or I do not enjoy baking. Those sentences can also be made. I gave you the structures first. I like, I don't like, I dislike, I hate. So you can say, I hate baking. I dislike baking. I don't like baking. I like baking. The meaning changes. I like means you enjoy something or want to do it. I dislike, or I hate, or I don't like, makes it negative. We should know how to use both. For example, if you might not want to do it, you say, I don't enjoy baking. Now you come to the third one. Then you make the sentence slightly longer. For example, I like creating new things. Here you have added 2 more words. Now your sentence is becoming longer. See how the game can be played by making many sentences. Today, I am only telling you one sentence for daily practice. So, you say, I like creating new things. I enjoy creating new things. Now, when it comes to I want, you say, I want to create new things, not I want creating. That is how you say it. Now you come to D. You can say, I like driving, or I like dancing. There are so many words you can use. You say, I like dancing. Then you can say, I don't like driving, or I don't like dancing. Similarly, I dislike dancing, or I dislike driving. You can also say, I hate dancing, or I hate driving. Now, from the simple 2-word sentence, I like, you have made so many sentences. Continues in the same way, expanding on letters and examples. Can take G, H, I, J, K, L. In this way, if you are able to practice it for a week or 10 days, you will find that it's a wonderful practice for learning. Step number 1. Making some sentences with a fixed subject verb, which is there. I like. Now instead of I, you can use he likes, she likes, they like, you like, we like. You can change the I into all the pronouns, which you can read up in the first video of pronouns. In every video, I'm making references to earlier videos uploaded. I hope those of you who are watching this will go back and watch those, because those will tell you the rules. Here, I'm telling you practice. I'm not telling you any rule. Now we move to the second step. The second step is, you have a small conversation in your own mind. You can have it if you're alone. You can have it between 2 people. That is, pair work. Again, 2 people. A conversation. Then you can have it in a group, where two people carry out the same conversation again and again. Then, after the conversation is over, you can ask questions to see if you have understood the conversation. You know that is most important. Suppose you have 2 people, you have the conversation. A third person asks the questions, and these 2 people answer. Or the third person answers the questions which these 2 people ask. Or there are 4 people. 2 have the conversation, and 2 others ask and answer questions. I have already done a video on asking and answering questions because to understand and test how much you have understood, you need this. So, let us do the second step. The second step is very interesting because there is a conversation. I'm just telling you a conversation from memory. You can look around what happens to you in the day. What conversation did you have in the morning? Suppose you're sleeping. Your mother comes and says, "Wake up. It is time to go to work." Or, "It is time to go." Or your alarm rings, and you talk to yourself. "Can I sleep for some more time?" Then some part of you says, "No, don't sleep. You'll get late." The other one says, 5 minutes, I will sleep. So, the conversation is going on inside you. Now you have to ask questions about whether you really understood that conversation or not. When somebody hears it, then the questions become relevant. If it is in your mind, then, of course, you have created the conversation, so you have understood it. You might do it in your mother tongue, not in English. But from today, try to carry out these internal conversations in English. Even if you do it in half English and half mother tongue, 2-3 words of English, 1 word of your mother tongue because you don't know the English word, that is the way to get fluency. The second exercise I'm giving you, the conversation. First, Ali speaks to Shamim. Ali: Hi Shamim, are you angry with me? Shamim: Not really. Why do you ask me such a question? Ali: You did not speak to me for the whole day. They are good friends, possibly colleagues. Possibly you did not speak to me the whole day. They might be classmates in school or college. Shamim: Oh, now I've understood why you are asking me that question. Oh! That is an exclamation. Shamim: I did not speak because I have some throat ache. Ali: Very sad to hear that. I have some soothing tablet. Would you like to try it? Shamim: That would be wonderful. Thank you so much. So, this is a conversation with just a few sentences. You can ask yourself questions now like, why did Ali think that Shamim was angry? Now you can answer. I'm giving you a little time to answer because you have heard the conversation. Ali thought that Shamim is angry because he or she did not speak to him the whole day. What reason did Shamim give for not speaking the whole day? Now, you have to answer the question in a full sentence. That way, you get to practice making sentences. What response did Shamim give? Shamim said that her throat was aching, therefore she could not speak. How did Ali react to this? Ali offered some soothing tablet. Did Shamim take the tablet? Yes, Shamim took the tablet eagerly and thanked Ali. So now we have covered all parts of this conversation, which started by saying, Are you angry? No, I'm not angry. I only couldn't speak to you because my throat was aching. And therefore, Ali gives a medicine, and the conversation ends. It is a simple conversation, maybe 5 or 6 exchanges. We can have many such conversations in our own life, in which case you can transfer them from your mother tongue into English. Suppose you're sitting at the dining table, then everybody has a conversation. Can you pass me the rice? Can you pass me some salt? Here is a very nice, tasty dish you can try. Could I give you some water? In this way, 3 to 4 people can be talking. Then you ask some questions. And once you have asked those questions, you will know whether the conversation is clearly understood or not. Sometimes you might hear a conversation which you might not understand fully. Then what happens? You hear it 4 or 5 times, or you read it 4 or 5 times. Somebody calls a person by saying, Come immediately. The other person says, I'm busy, I cannot come. The first person says, I need you at once. Then the second person replies, Go jump. Go jump is a very rude way of saying that I'm not going to come. So, when you hear go jump, you think that person has to jump. That is not correct. They're not saying that you go and jump. It's saying that I cannot help you, or I will not come. To say, sorry, I cannot come, is a polite way of speaking. I have given you a video on polite language. You see, sorry, I cannot come. Now that would be polite. Instead, an impolite, go jump. So, what happens when you listen to this? You think, what does the person reply when the other person says, I want you to come immediately? Then you have to think, what is the reply? The reply is not, go jump. The reply is that he or she refuses to come. That is how you have to look at the conversation. Look at all the words and exchanges and find out what is difficult to understand and how to use that. So, you learn, an expression which is a rude expression. We don't generally use it, but if somebody uses it, you know what it means. Sometimes, when you're very irritated, you might want to use it also. Your vocabulary expands, your expression becomes better, and you are able to handle the language in a more confident way. Somebody asked in the comments how to become confident. These are all the methods of becoming confident. Go on practicing. If something is difficult, practice it 100 times. If it is easy, practice it once or twice. Now, we come to the third step. The first step I gave you was sentences. The second step was a conversation with questions and answers. Now, the third step is describing simple things. You have so many things around you. Can you not describe them? Maybe 4 or 5 sentences. That is enough. If you can describe anything in 4 or 5 sentences, that would be fine. You can see here behind me, there is a cupboard. Sentence number 1. It is made of wood. Sentence number 2. It is beige in color. Beige is the color which you can see. I don't know what color is visible to you, but its color is light brown, you can say, if you are able to see that color. It has some knobs. We can call them handles to open the shelves. Those are silver in color. Now, you have 5 sentences. Each unit has a special door with shelves inside. You can't see inside, but I'm telling you. Now, you have 6 sentences. Each unit, you can see 3 units here. You can see a unit below. There is a door with shelves inside. Here there is an empty space where there is a small plant. There is an empty space. The shelf is not there. It is only an open space. There is a plant. So you can see that this has about 8 or 9 sentences of description. Look around yourself. What can you see? You can see so many things. Now suppose you go to a shop to buy shoes. You tell the storekeeper or the salesperson, I want walking shoes. Now you have used 1 sentence. I want walking shoes. I want slip-ons. Slip-ons mean you don't have to tie them. I want slip-ons. You can just put your feet inside, it goes in. It doesn't have the strings with which you tie. I don't want a shoe with shoelaces. Shoelaces are those strings which we put in the holes and then we tie them up. Usually walking shoes have that, but you don't want that. You want something else. So, you are describing what you want before that person can show you. Many of us go to the shop and say, I want that. That doesn't help your English. It doesn't practice your English. You need to practice. So, you say, I don't want shoes with laces. That means you don't want the one which has to be tied. My size is 6. Some countries have different sizes. So, according to the size which you wear, you can say, my size is 6. I prefer a black or dark blue color. I prefer a slip-on shoe in black or dark blue color. See, You have described your shoe. I want something which is comfortable. One more sentence. The sole of the shoe, the sole is the lower part, should be thick. Suppose you want to run, then it should have a nice cushion. So you say, the sole of the shoe should be thick. After hearing this description of about 7 or 8 sentences, the salesperson brings you 3 or 4 models of shoes from which you can choose. Now, instead of description only, this can be used in a dialogue form. The storekeeper asks you, "May I help you?" Then you say, "I'm looking for walking shoes." Then that person asks, "What is your size?" You say, "My size is number 6. Then the person says, "Would you like walking shoes with laces?" You say, "No, I don't want walking shoes with laces. I prefer slip-ons." Then that person says, "Do you have a color choice?" You answer, "Yes, I want black or dark blue." Then that person says, "Would you not like some light colors?" You say, "No, I cannot maintain light colors. Dark colors are easy to maintain." Then that person might say, "We have exactly what you're looking for," and goes to bring it. Or that person might say, "Sorry, we do not have slip-ons in this color, but you will get them next week." See how you have not only described, but you've made it into a conversation also. In this way, if you practice, I gave you 3 steps. All the 3 steps. If you keep practicing, you will get a lot of benefit. Simple sentences. You make A to Z words. You use all of them as action words with ing, except for I want. With I want, you cannot use the ing form. So you have to change it by saying I want to do, and then use the ing form. If you want to know more, go to the tense videos. If you want to get more information, go to those videos. But for basic learners, for learners who just want to practice their English for a month before they go into grammar, then it is fine. Suppose you are appearing for an exam tomorrow and you know you have an interview or something. You can practice the speaking videos. Then you can check why the speaking videos are suggesting like this. Where are the mistakes you're making? Because many emails come, many comments come saying that we are failing in the interview because we cannot speak English. So, begin step by step. Many of you are asking for phrases and clauses. I cannot teach phrases and clauses now. I have to finish adverbs first. Before that, you cannot jump from the ground floor to the 8th floor. You have to take the lift, or you have to take the staircase. You can't go right there. You can't do infinitives, non-finites, gerunds, etc. Please wait. If you are watching the video, please wait. I'm giving it in an order in which you can learn. If your interest is only in speaking, watch the speaking videos again and again. But once you have listened to and started speaking fluently, there is no substitute for learning good grammar and good vocabulary from those other videos. Pronunciation videos are also there. So please do this. If you're new, subscribe, comment, share, watch, fly, and also like. Thank you, and all the best.